Hey, welcome to English 4. I wanted to take a couple minutes and show you some of the things that you're going to need to know to sign up for the links and the places that we get all of our stuff. So the first thing that you're going to see on your screen is Google Classroom, and here is the class code for Google Classroom. I'm sending this in the letter that is going to your email, but if you will copy this class code and when you go to Google Classroom, you should see something that looks similar to this, and you click on this plus sign right here. And when you click on it, it'll say join class. When you click on join class, it'll ask you for your class code, and you put that code that I just showed you into this box right here. Once you do that, it will ask you to join, and you should be able to sign up for our class. That will get you to where you need to be. And once you do that, you will be in English 4 with Miss Duggins. That's me. You're going to see 4 things at the top here: stream, classwork, people, and grades. To see the daily assignments and the weekly assignments, you're going to need to go to classwork. So this one right here, you're going to need to click on that. And then it's going to look like this, and you're going to see topics, and everything that I use is I put it under a heading for the week that it is going to be due. So like next week, your work is going to be listed under week 3, August 17th through 21st. Now, the stuff that was from last week is going to be under week 2, and you will see the assignments that you need to do that are listed in the letter on your email. They are right here under week 2. So when you go to classwork, you will see week 3 listed. This stuff right here will not pop up until Monday, but you should be able to scroll down and see week 2. Now, you don't need to worry about any of these things here, but you need to worry about this Edpuzzle, what makes a hero, and this epic hero characteristics and hero research. Now, when you click on this, we're going to use this platform called Edpuzzle a lot. So when you click on that, you're going to have to join my class. So when you click on the link, it will take you to this video in Edpuzzle. The way that Edpuzzle works is I have already put you into my class, so hopefully when you get there, it should look like this. It should have already put you in. You may have to sign up for something to join, so just follow the directions if it does. But when you get into it, it's going to look like this, and it's going to ask you to push play like you would in YouTube. Now down here, you will see these little teardrop things. These are questions. So when you play the video, it's going to, when it gets to this point right here, it's going to stop and ask you a question. And the question will come up over here. So it'll go like this. Hold on. It will not let you skip ahead when you do it. So it will play. And then when it gets to this first teardrop, you'll see it pause. And it will have a note here from me. So the rest of the things will be questions, but here you'll see a note. So it'll ask you to play this note. Hey, and it's me. So you'll play that note, and then when you're done with it, it'll ask you to continue. You continue there. And once you've played all of this, I don't think I can do it without the sound, but let me see if I can. It's locked, but anyway, when it finishes playing, it'll go back to the video, and it will continue playing the video. When it comes to questions, it will ask you a question. Let me get there. I'm going to go to it so you can see my version. All right, so when it plays, it'll get to this first question right here, and it'll ask the question, and then it'll keep playing. All right, and then whenever it gets to another question, it'll come up with a question, and most of them are multiple choice, and so you just click on whichever one you think it is, and then you'll click submit. So after you do that, it will continue. So I'm going to skip it so you can see. It'll continue after you push that. And then it'll ask you another question. You click whatever it is, and then you will continue. And so I'm going to skip.
What is the hero's journey?
And then it'll continue playing through until the end. There's questions throughout the whole video. You have to answer the question in order for the video to keep playing. So just know that. So we want you to do this Edpuzzle. Again, when you click on Classroom and you click on Classwork at the top, you will scroll down until you see week 2. And then you're going to go to this Edpuzzle right here. And that's the first assignment we want you to do. All right. When you finish that assignment, you have to click Submit or Turn In on Edpuzzle. And then I'll be able to grade it in Edpuzzle, and it'll show you the grade in Google Classroom. The other thing that we need you to do is this part right here. And it's talking about, what is a hero? What does a hero look like? What is an epic hero? And what is a typical hero's journey? So it goes through and it gives you some different links. I'm going to open it up here. So the first link that you will go to, it's called Link, and it's right here. Follow these directions and it'll take you to each of the links and what you need. When you click on that, it's going to go through the same things that the video talked about on what is a hero's journey. It lists the different steps in a hero's journey, and then it talks about like basic characters that you find in a hero story, and then what the stages are. The same stages that are listed up here, it explains them down here. So that's the first link that you will find. The next link, if you've ever watched The Hunger Games, then you'll be familiar with who Katniss Everdeen is. If you haven't seen The Hunger Games, then you can still look at it and see, okay, these are types of examples of what a hero's journey would include. So it's just a short 5-minute video that will explain an example of a hero and the way that a typical hero follows the hero's journey. All right, the third thing that you go to is the characteristics of an epic hero and the journey that they follow. This, I'm going to open it up here. This is another document that tells you what stages a character goes through when they're going on a journey, and what the traits are of an epic hero. So just read through that. You don't have to do anything with it. Just read through it and see what it says about a hero and the journey that they go on. This fourth one, this is the one where you have an actual assignment. And so the way this one is set up is at the top, I have listed, I think there are 16 different heroes from popular movies. Some of them are books too, but you can pick anyone that you know, like if you've watched one of these movies or one that you might be interested in. You're welcome to watch the movie that is related to this characters. You'll see the movie that it's related to in parentheses. So you can pick whichever character you want to pick from this list. And then what you're going to do, you can either look your character up online, or you can watch the movie, or do both. But your goal is to take that character and figure out how they fit the definition of a hero based on Joseph Campbell's version of what a hero looks like and what a hero's journey looks like. So this one over here, where it defines for you what are the stages that a hero goes on. You're going to take whatever character you choose, and you're going to say, okay, so if a character or a hero, if they normally start out in like an ordinary world, their life looks pretty plain and simple. So if I chose Frodo Baggins from The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, for example, I know that he starts out and he lives in a hobbit hole and he's totally happy being on his own. He really doesn't have a lot of friends. He's not very social. He does not like adventures. So those are the kinds of things that I would put for how he begins in the ordinary world. And then what happens to him? How does he get caught on this adventure? So you're going to follow these questions that I've written, and you're going to write out, how does your hero fit each of these stages? So they go through all 12 of the stages. And after each stage, I've given you questions to help you figure out what should go in that section. So that's what you're going to do with your hero in order to finish this assignment. And then when you finish this piece, there you need to make a copy. Yeah, you're going to need to open this document, the one that I just showed you, and you're going to need to make a copy of it. So if you go over here to File, to make a copy, you can make a copy of it, and it's going to ask you to rename your copy. And you can rename it your name and then the name of this assignment. And then you can type directly into the document. And then when you're done with it, you're going to go back to Google Classroom, and it'll allow you to upload it to this assignment. Up here in this corner of your page, it'll say like turn in, and it'll ask you to add documents, and you can add your document where you investigated your hero. You can add it to your assignment here and turn it in. It'll ask you to turn it in. So those are the things that you need to do in order to complete this.